So there's been a lot of hype lately about the Leatherman Arc that supposedly will be released this year perhaps. And I have no idea if that's happening or not, but just for the interest in speculation, let's go ahead and compare it to the Gerber MP1 and see if perhaps Leatherman might have gotten some inspiration from this tool. So I just recently got the Gerber MP1. This is the civilian version. There were at least 3 different versions made. There was the MRO, which I believe was the mechanics version for the military, the AR version, which was for servicing military rifles, and then this is the civilian version. So you get this set of pliers, and then you do get a wire stripper notch there as well. One of the gripes about the MP1 was that its handles did feel a little bit flimsy. It was a very expensive tool, coming in somewhere around the $150 mark several years ago, and just recently discontinued. But with its handles feeling a little bit, you can see they give some, that did frustrate some people. I have heard some glowing reviews how this is one of the toughest multi-tools out there. I've heard some other reviews how it fell apart. So I am not sure, but I like the design, but I do think Gerber could do a lot better with the pliers feeling a lot more sturdy. Now, when we get to the outside tools, Gerber did an excellent job. Again, a lot of their series, the MP400, MP600, had all their tools inside. They were a little bit harder to get to. With these, you have outside opening tools, and you have a very interesting tool set. You have a gigantic pry bar, very thick, and also a can opener. You have a chisel right here, which is a scraper, has a scraper blade, which can be very handy for some people. And then you have almost a blade reminiscent of the Victorinox butter knife blade, where it's a serrated blade right there. And then these, of course, have the locking action with the pull tab right there. Now the handles, some of these were G10. I believe this is G10 as well. On the other side, you had a dedicated 1/4 inch fold-out bit driver. And I clarify it as that because there are several multi-tools that do offer 1/4 inch, but it's through adapter, or like SOG has it at their end of their tool. I have to say I'm very partial to the fold out or outside opening 1/4 inch bit driver. That is very, very useful. And I really can't say much, but enough about it rather. But I don't want to spend the whole video talking about that. But I think that is something that definitely Gerber has got very right. And then there is the knife. And then these, if you'll notice, these tools also angle toward the center so that the screwdrivers are easier to use. And you have the smaller and the larger as well. Now, coming in at 8 ounces, this is very close to the size of the Leatherman Leatherman Free P4 rather. And also I wanted to show the AR version that I have. Now on the AR version, you have several tools that are very specific. You have this carbon scraper. Again, you have the 1/4 inch bit driver, the knife, the serrated knife. You have the pick tool. And then you also have this tool, which is more like an Allen wrench tool as well. So this is the AR version, and this again has a very similar plier head. It looks pretty much identical to the civilian version of the MP1. Now, putting these aside, what do people say that the Leatherman Arc will offer? So I went ahead and I made a mock-up using my MP4 of what it looks like people are saying the Leatherman Arc will have. So supposedly it will have a blade that looks something sort of like this in Magna Cut, and then it will have a can opener and a bit driver. And one of the things that to me is disappointing is it looks like it has the same Leatherman bits, and I really wish they do 1/4 inch bit, but we'll have to see, maybe they are. And then a saw as well on the right hand side. On the left hand side, the two main tools rather will be scissors and then a file in the back. And then they will also have, it looks like, a large screwdriver and all, and then a micro bit driver as well. So the Leatherman arc, I think, will definitely meet a lot of people's needs, and adding the screwdriver to what essentially looks like a Leatherman P4, I think will definitely make a lot of people happy. Now, I'm not sure if the price will, because I'm hearing $250, $300, so it probably will be a very expensive tool, but I am sure there are enough fans that will quickly snatch that up, and probably it will be gone very soon, and Leatherman may have a hard time keeping that in stock. So could Leatherman have gotten some ideas from the MP1? Perhaps. I think definitely the MP1 had an advantage with the outside bit driver. I don't know that Leatherman will give up their proprietary bits, but I definitely think that would be a smart move if they do. And I think the MP1 was a great tool. It just had a couple defects in that its frame wasn't tough enough. Now with the P4, I feel like there's no issue. I feel like the frame is very tough. I love my P4, my P2. I think it's an excellent design. And if they add those outside screwdrivers, I think it will only make it better. And then with the better blade steel, that will definitely make a lot of knife collectors, knife users very happy as well. All right, let me know below what you think. Is the Leatherman arc actually happening? Was the Gerber MP1 a great tool? Should be brought back? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.